Oi my drillers, it's your geezer BigDonnyCal here, and today I'm going to give you guys a TBC Warlock curse guide. But wait, would you look at that? Over 80% of you guys are not subscribed. It appears we're being afflicted with a curse, and if you want this curse to be dispelled, then I advise you guys subscribe to the channel. But yeah, let's get into it. So, my friends, as a Warlock, we have quite a few curses at our disposal. One of the most notably known curses is Cursive Agony. This is a really good curse as it allows you to do damage, which will increase over time. So basically it starts off at a certain value and will creep up to hitting higher and higher over the duration of Cursive Agony until it does its full damage over the 24-second time period. It will last a full 24 seconds, of course. Our next curse is Curse of Tongues, a very strong curse which should be used against casters, especially in a PvP scenario, which will increase the cast time of all spells by 60%. However, this will only last 30 seconds, so you need to make sure you are on the ball and keep reapplying this every 30 seconds. Our next curse is a lifesaver against melee which are attacking you, and can also save your tanks in PvE scenarios. This is Curse of Weakness. What it does is it will reduce the target's melee attack power by 350 for 2 minutes, which is very strong and will reduce just how high the tank will take damage for, or how much damage that annoying warrior will mortal strike you for in the arena. So a very good curse to be using. The next curse I want to talk about is Curse of Doom. This is the most impactful damage dealing curse you can use as a Warlock in a raid encounter. Just to be clear, you only really want to be using Curse of Doom on encounters that will last longer than a minute, so make sure you use this curse on those encounters so that you can take advantage of all the damage. And if you are at an opportunity where you can be using damage curses, then definitely go for this. And when there is less than a minute left on a fight, I advise you swap to Curse of Agony. The next curse I'm going to talk about is Curse of the Elements, which is a very strong curse as well. It curses the target for 5 minutes, which reduces arcane, fire, frost and shadow resistances by 88, and increases the damage taken from those schools of magic by 10%. Now this is a really strong ability to use when you have casters in the group. And if you're an Affliction Warlock, Addiction, first one we looked at, it increases the damage bonus of your Cursive Elements spell by an additional 1%. Now if you have an Affliction Warlock in your group, make sure they are using this. As an Affliction Warlock, it will be your responsibility to cast Cursive Elements if there are other casters in the group. Even if it's just one other caster, say just one other Destrolock, it's your responsibility to put down the Cursive Elements. I'm sorry, but you will have to sacrifice some damage from your curses in order to put on Curse of Weakness. It is Cursive Elements. It is much better for your raid. Now the final curse I'm going to be talking about is a risky curse, but it can be very, very strong. Curse of Recklessness will curse the target with Recklessness, increasing melee attack power by 135, which you may be thinking, why would I use this? This is extremely powerful and could deal huge damage. But it does, however, reduce the armor by 800, which will allow melee players to take more advantage and deal more damage to the boss. Now, if you have a predominantly melee group, and say you have 2 Warlocks in the group, then you could use Cursive Weakness in combination with Cursive Recklessness, so that there isn't really an increase in attack power. It just means Cursive Weakness won't be as potent. However, Cursive Recklessness will allow your melee players to do far more damage. Now, another thing about Cursive Recklessness is that it will stop the target from taking effect from fear and horror effects. So as a Warlock, you have to be really careful not to accidentally press your Mortal Coil if you intend on using it for the horror effect. Sorry, that's Death Coil. But, you know, if you're going to be using this curse, you most likely won't be fearing or horrifying the target. And this is very useful if, say, you're in solo content, you fear a mob, it looks like it's going too close to a pack, so you quickly slap on a Curse of Recklessness, and bam, that is it. You are saved from certain death. So, those are really the curses. You want to be using Curse of Tongues on casters, Curse of Weakness on melee attackers, Curse of Elements when your team has casters, Curse of Recklessness when you have a melee dominant group and you are either fighting a mob which doesn't do melee damage, or you are fighting something that will well, no, you have another Warlock in your group that will be able to follow up with a Curse of Weakness, and you want to be using Curse of Doom and Curse of Agony in order to just deal damage if none of the other curses are needed, such as, say, you have an Affliction Warlock in your group already using Curse of Elements, or you have the combo of Curse of Recklessness and Curse of Weakness also going out. So, all in all, it's a very strong combo. You do have to be aware, though, that Curse of Doom can summon a Doom Guard. So make sure that if you're going to use this curse, you have soul shards ready to enslave the Doom Guard, and you can quickly use Demonic Sacrifice on your current pet and enslave the Doom Guard so that you do not lose the damage benefit of having your pet. Do bear in mind, though, that you may have to refresh Soul Link. I have not ever experienced a Doom Guard spawning on me. I think the chances are extremely low, but I have read that it has happened and it can cause wipes. But that is it for the Warlock Curse Guide. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be putting out more Burning Crusade Warlock guides over the coming days. And enjoy yourself in Burning Crusade, my friends. If you have any additional information, be sure to put it down in the comments below. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.